understand, gotta vibe with me, man. Let's get it. I've been grinding, hustling. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect timing. Oh my God. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been grinding, hustling. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect timing. Oh my God. Hustle hard, I don't lose. Spit these bars, I'ma go hard. Young star, I'ma go far.
Rise and shine, everybody. Let's check out J Cat the Savage, Lil Man, and Melly Cap.
Give him 25 to life, separate him from his friends, family, kids, and his wife. If he makes a mistake 3 times, make sure give him 3 strikes. Take away his human rights, lock him in a small room with another man, feed him undercooked, expired food, give him cold showers, talk to him disrespectful and rude. Is he has a cavity? No caps, just pull the truth, cause they ain't nothing but murderers, rapists, and thugs. Use them as guinea pigs, give them experimental psych drugs. Listen to all his phone calls, throw away some of his mail, separate him from his sanity. Welcome to my personal hell. Little capos go and they die. Won't go to heaven where the angels fly. Go to the lake of fire and ice. See him again to the 4th of July. Little capos go and they die. Won't go to heaven where the angels fly. Go to the lake of fire and ice. See him again to the 4th of July.
Fresh in the system as a youth, we didn't know no better. Fostering group homes while growing up to start the weather. He should learn to be a man and get prepared for life. Or be that star Lone Ranger he grew up to like. For going to school or a diploma, he gon' do his thing. He represents and got a team, so he decides to slang. Blocks rolling, money's fast, females taking turns. Connects happy to 9 feet, love yo back to 3rd. Cruise control, moving mean, doing what he do. Pockets got 2 9s too. Captain that's like, the boys is on it, should I stop? He didn't turn his head. Took out a bag and his ID, left the blunt, he said. Little capos go and they die. Won't go to heaven where the angels fly. Go to the lake of fire and ice. See him again to the 4th of July. Little capos go and they die. Won't go to heaven where the angels fly. Go to the lake of fire and ice. See him again to the 4th of July.
Where the bad folks go when they die? They don't go to heaven where the angels fly. Go to a lake of fire and fry. See him again till the 4th of July.
You bring me joy when I'm down. You bring me joy when I'm down. You bring me joy when I'm down. You bring me joy when I'm down.
Girl, I must warn you, rocking with me, I'ma strictly park and fill with arms you. Have you rolling Dutchess, holding weight, you gon' be armed too. But the person life, you gon' be rich and riding corn too. Shop expensive places, it's nothing that's beyond you. You gotta go to college while I'm on tour with the 1-2. So when I quit this life, we can have what we want to. You not book smart and cool, and I don't want you. But if it's real, I'll pay the money back to school, won't you? That's how I feel if it's real and I'm on you. How your voice sound, I put you on the song too. And this ring just mean that we belong to each other, baby, doesn't mean that I own you. My New York mommy, and I'm her California dude. Met her at the Pacifica, she was rocking the orange hue. with the black P, you know me, and the orange suit. I'm like, that's me. She know my style and get down, and still wanna rock with me. A change man with the change plan. With her I feel I can be, and I can see it's getting realer now. This is my proposal, without all that kneeling down, and still wanna rock with me. A change man with the change plan. With her I feel I can be, and I can see it's getting realer now. This is my proposal, without all that kneeling down. Your daughter, we can go to Disney on Ice, California or Florida. Go to Disneyland twice. She can meet Donald and Dumbo, both of the mice. Ariel, Pocahontas, yo, there goes Snow White. Just to get away with us and the kids, they're so nice. That smile that they got in their face is no price. Me and you bonding, our family is so nice. And the hole that come from my soul is so tight. On life, feeling high, like I'm on white. I'm so chill with you, it's feeling like I'm on ice. Alright, long day ahead, I go night. But remember with me, my dear, this your life. She know my style and get down, and still wanna rock with me. A change man with the change plan. With her I feel I can be, and I can see it's getting realer now. This is my proposal, without all that kneeling down, and still wanna rock with me. A change man with the change plan. With her I feel I can be, and I can see it's getting realer now. This is my proposal, without all that kneeling down.
This is strictly for my loved ones, keep 100 wild out. Mama buried me a G, kiss my babies when I die.
Drex Production.
No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep 100 wild out. RIP to all my loved ones that we loved and lost. Even the ones behind the cell, freedom was the cost. Run hustling on the block to get on those packs off. Bills past due, PG and it will cut your lights off. Eviction notice number 2, feel like you down and out. Gambling with your life every day until you crapping out. Your kids crying and hungry, no clothes on their back now. Cause daddy couldn't keep a job and hold the house down. You hit the streets confrontation and get gunned down. Over some kilos of that raw in a couple pounds. Word around town got around his homeboy snitching now. Cause they after the same thing, money, pension, wow. So only time will tell, white people on earth existence. Can't stand to see you up, put you down, crash in the barrel. My city dangerous, gun smoke from the smoking barrel. Wet up your peril, survival of the fittest, recording life in the ghetto. This is strictly for my loved ones, keep 100 wild out. Mama buried me a G, kiss my babies when I die. No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep 100 wild out. So watch out who you hang with, misery loves company. That's why you'll always see me riding unaccompanied. Hustling, pushing this music to keep me out the streets. My mama told me if you don't grind it, you don't eat. My nigga Bobby died, I tossed and turned and couldn't sleep. Stockton only built for the strong, it's not made for the weak. Murdered in cold blood, always told me never pull a pistol if you ain't gonna use it. Go against his word, find no breath in the fatal shooting. Keep your friends close, but enemies closer. Blood is thicker than water, be careful who you call family. Can't trust me to put you on ice. Bodies hanging like slaughtered cattle up in the freezer. Took a couple years off, needed a little breather. Georgia cold winter, better bring a heater. Cause nowadays money tighter than white beaters. Because the government robbing Paul just to pay Peter. Shots fired like 100 meters. This is strictly for my loved ones, keep 100 wild out. Mama buried me a G, G, kiss my babies when I die, when I die. No more pain, no more drama set up in my life, my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 while I. Throughout my career, this be the realest shit I ever wrote. Spit from the heart, this be the illest shit I ever spoke. We all have challenges in life, using my antidote. Come and walk in my shoes, but only God knows. Escape from reality while people highly doubted me. Cause I just do it just out of love unconditionally. Dropping new albums, dope product, they go support the G. Just let it go, if it come back, then it's meant to be. Follow your passion, just know nothing is work for free. Go out and chase your dreams, get off the ass and work for it, get up and build your team. Be for me, there ain't no ifs, buts, or in-betweens. Positive vibes, humble, loyal living, just like a king. So when I die, bury me a G. Gotta find your balance, no triple B. 100 days, 100 nights, listen close. Do you hear the sirens and screams? Go get this money by all means. This is strictly for my loved ones, keep it 100 while I. Mama bury me a G, kiss my babies when I die, when I die. No more pain, no more drama set up in my life, my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 while I.
Here at KXVS, broadcasting from Stone Tube Studios, is the voice of Stockton.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Marcelis Flores, and it is a beautiful Thursday morning. It is January the 11th, which means it is that night, everybody. The time has come. Laughs on the Ave is tonight, everybody, and it is going down, and it is banging. And not only is that happening, but today on the morning show, we have a very special guest today with us. We have Drex Lee, the owner of the poke restaurant Superfish on 5052 West Lane. He has came to visit us to share some of his success stories with us and share some of the positivity that he is doing all over Stockton.
And what he's bringing to our community, I'm excited to hear. So welcome, Drex.
Welcome, Drex. Thank you for coming this morning. Thank you. I know you had to wake up early. It's asking a lot. It's asking a lot of people sometimes, but we appreciate you for doing that for us and making it and being here this morning.
For sure. Thank you very much. I'm usually working the nightlife, so it's like, man, I usually wake up like at 12, man. Even the restaurant got me like, oh my
non-stop grind, right?
I gotta wake up early for this, running nightclubs like 2, 3 a.m. and then just like bus back from San Jose all the way back to Stockton. And
make sure that's ready. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, exactly. Call on, my employees, my staff, I'm like, yo, you got the inventory, we got the staff, we got everything going, everything correct. There's a register out, and sometimes it's not, and it's tough because as the owner, that's your baby, right? But then like the staff, you're trying to get them to look at it as if
their baby,
it's their baby,
too.
Right?
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Because then a lot of times people come in, oh, it's just another paycheck,
Yeah, right.
So it's tough. It's a little bit.
They're
tough.
not looking at all the little details that matter, that make it what it is. So you started talking about all the things that you're dealing with like no sleep and moving here to there. So can you tell our viewers and listeners who may not have heard of you or don't know what you own here and or what you do otherwise? So they hear that you're bouncing back and forth between San Jose and here. So your typical day starts where and what is it that you're doing in this world around us that you're bringing so much light and positivity to the world?
Well, to be honest, it's like every single day is a different day.
Absolutely.
For me. There's no day that's the same, just because there's so many different things that I'm doing. But there was a point in time where I wasn't doing anything. It's because it was just like 5 years ago or 6 years ago where I was literally just like, inside a room, inside a trailer home, and renting a room out from a family that can't speak any English.
Okay. Okay.
And the only way communication was like, yo, here's money for rent. And, sometimes they would bring me a pot of pho.
Oh, nice.
That was communication. That was our communication. So like, it was crazy that, that was going on. Now I'm just like nonstop moving and I can't stop myself.
And what motivated you? Because we've been talking a whole lot about like motivation and inspiration, but you talk about you can't stop yourself. What's that drive? What's that drive that pushes you before we even get into other things?
Man? What's motivating you?
First, when we grow up as kids, right? you know, our society teaches us, you know, to be successful in life. You know, either our parents or our guardians or whoever, they always push you, oh, you gotta be successful, you gotta be successful. And in your mind, you're like, okay, successful.
Like,
what is that?
what's successful? Yeah.
You're like, oh, you gotta be a doctor.
What's the
you gotta be,
definition?
or whoever, you gotta be be able to make a lot of money. At the end of the day, you gotta be able to make a lot of money. That's how society teaches us to be successful. It's a lot of money. So when I was young, I was always like thinking, okay, I'm gonna be rich when I grow up. You know, I don't know, I'm gonna be like a doctor or like an engineer or something like that, right? So that's ingrained in me.
Right.
So that's what I gotta do, especially in like, I don't know if you guys know a lot of Asians, but like Asian culture is like strict.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know?
I don't know a lot. I only know a handful, but I know that.
Yeah, they're strict.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like I was.
And still fighting that, because it's like not only is it's strict, but then like you're kind of fighting into bringing the American culture, you know, the way
Yeah.
about it. So it kind of can be a little tough, but
I mean-
but it's good. It works.
Okay,
you know?
so you grew up from a strict background.
Yeah, but I was a failure. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You were the failure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
what some people would in the culture may deem a failure, but
Yeah,
not really, because
definitely.
now
Okay.
it's a whole different success story.
Well, at the time it was a little different story. You know, it was like a lot of like, especially you know, hanging out just because you know when you're from a low income area and then it's just like everybody is just like bad and then it's just like you just get sucked
everybody's
into it.
just bad.
True.
Yeah, you just kind of get sucked into
That
it.
lower socioeconomic, you know,
everybody's
mentality,
bad.
right?
It's not like trying to more like break apart from that, but it's more like trying to you know, find a your safety net wasn't money, but your safety net was the people behind you.
Yes.
You know, so and then you know when they did certain things, you kind of gotta
Go with it.
Yeah, because you gotta keep that safety net. Because
Yeah.
then once you get out of the safety net, then you know
That's the safety that's not there anymore.
Exactly, all sorts of trouble can start happening to you. You know, so you know. I was a totally different person back then. I had like cornrows and like, you know,
I've seen a picture.
Yeah, it's crazy back then. It's so crazy that like you know when I moved to San Jose, like because then I had to get out of Stockton. You know, I was running into too much trouble, and I was just like, okay, you know, I gotta start something new. I gotta continue with my school. All my friends already dropped out. They moved out, and then they're in jail or whatever. And I was just like, all right, trying to start something new. So I went to San Jose, and nobody would talk to me. I couldn't even make any friends.
Right, different.
You know, yeah.
Different circles, different.
It was so crazy. I was just trying to make, because I moved to San Jose. I just slept on the couch for like 4 months.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then I was trying to go to school at the same time. But I remember I would sit next to someone. I'd be like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? They're like,
Dang. Yeah, like why are you talking to me?
well, you know,
How'd that feel?
it felt, so I learned that it was because I looked like, okay, I look different. I look a little ghetto and stuff like that. And then I remember I applied for a job at Spaghetti Factory. And one of the people I met referred me. I was like, okay, I wanted a job at the Spaghetti Factory. I just needed a job. And then I was wondering why they didn't hire me. And the guy that
Hey,
referred
shout
me.
out for the likes. I love
Yeah.
that shit. Sorry, excuse me.
So the guy that referred me.
Excuse me. They made me say. I'm loving that stuff, man. I appreciate it. Okay.
So the guy that referred me, he said it was because the manager thought that you were too ghetto. I was like, why? I thought it was perfect during the interview. He's like, no, because you got cornrows. I was like, but the black guy that was working there has cornrows, but he's like, but he's black.
Oh, that's not cool.
I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So, you know, I learned I had to like, you know, switch up my slang. I had to, you know, talk normally. And then I had to cut my hair and, you know, dress more proper. But it's not like that took me anywhere anyways.
Right.
Because I never eventually found a job out there. But I started doing a lot of community stuff. And then a lot of school stuff, trying to find my way to succeed. And then I remember when, I don't know if you ever heard of fraternities. Like,
Yeah.
in college.
Definitely. I'm aware.
So, like,
Oh, trust me.
Did you join the fraternity?
I ended up joining a fraternity.
Oh, sweet. Which
and
one?
then it was Alpha Kappa Omega. It's probably one of the best things I ever did in college. And I would highly recommend anyone that was going to college to
Join a fraternity or sorority.
exactly. And then it has to be the right one too. Be
Right,
careful,
yeah.
because some could be really bad. But some of the ones that I've got a chance to interact with, they've been really awesome and definitely created a better college experience. I was only there for 3 years.
Only there for 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, you know, I was juggling like 8 classes with like, you know, part-time jobs doing nightclubs and also doing like a bunch of like school
Work, your homework, studying.
yeah, organizations and stuff like that. So that's like a full day right there.
Yeah.
But before that, once I got it, I only had like three classes. I was like, I'm just gonna chill.
So did getting into the fraternity give you something more to do?
Yeah. Well,
Is that where you started working with organizing
Yeah,
events
is that
in
where it
school?
boosted you to become who you are now today?
in a way,
Uh,
because you know it's hard to do so much things at once, right?
yes, yes. Mhm.
But then the guy that was in there in the fraternity taught me you can actually do anything. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You have no time to do anything. I was like, no, I don't. I'm already taking 3 classes. That's pretty tough.
Right.
Right? And he was like, no. You know all the time you use to like, you know, watch TV or just like lay around or just be on your phone and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
cut all that out.
Be like, yeah. Oh,
cut
cool.
all that out, and then you're able to do so many things. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. So I did, and then next semester I just did like 8 classes, 8, 9 classes, and I took on like, you know, a nighttime part-time job while doing like so many hours doing you know, community stuff. At the same time, still partying really hard, and then still get good grades. And I'm just, whoa. So that kind of changed me. So then I realized like, yo, I could do anything. So
Right.
I finished, you know, San Jose State in 3 years while, you know, doing all these things. But the bad thing was that after I graduated, I was unemployed for 2 years, saddled with like $80K in debt.
Oh,
So that's why.
gotta love those
Yeah.
school loans, right?
So that's what really pushed you
Yeah.
like, okay, now I
Yeah.
actually have to
So
do
that's why I was
something.
in, you know, the trailer home, because I didn't want to move back home to Stockton. Because I mean, it's not that I didn't want to move back to Stockton, but it's just that I didn't want to move back home.
Yes,
As,
to
like-
feel like a failure because you're going back
Exactly.
home from
Yeah,
like
okay.
reaching this degree. You're supposed to do great
Exactly.
things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that
I know the
couldn't.
feeling.
And the true thing is that I really couldn't find a job. Even if I go to McDonald's and try to apply. they
Because of
wouldn't
that
take me.
experience, they're looking for, you know, as much as like people get degrees and they come right out the gate, it's they look for experience, and sometimes it can really
Exactly.
bite you in the butt, and you're just sitting there like on the degree, like, you know, I
Really?
need somebody to open the door for me so I can start
Exactly.
to get this experience
You need to get the experience because you're either overqualified or you're underqualified.
with the degree.
What was your degree?
I had a business degree and a double major with a film degree.
Nice.
So I did film just for like fun, right? You know, I was like, okay, I just want to learn more about film. That's why my part-time job at the club was to make videos for the club. And I was like, all right, cool. But then the turning point was like I was just like so much in debt, and then I just didn't know what to do anymore. I was just like, man, this is sucks. 2 years because my full-time job was basically writing resumes and cover letters
To get that job.
Exactly. You know, and
Dang
it was like, super tough. And then what really changed was like, you know, because I'm still thinking I gotta be a millionaire. I gotta be rich.
Yeah.
I mean that's
Like I should already be at this
success.
point. I
Yeah.
should already have this much in the bank.
Yeah, exactly. This sucks. I'm like negative like 80K, and then like these bills are just hitting me left and right. And I had a girlfriend at the time, and I was just, you know, I was supporting her. I don't know how I was supporting her. You know what I mean? I would go and get some burgers.
He
you
said,
know
I
what
was
mean?
supporting
I don't know how I was supporting her,
Yeah,
but I
like-
was doing
He said,
it.
I'll go get burgers.
So you still have that girlfriend?
No.
Okay,
No,
okay.
she was-
Well,
Oh my goodness.
so did she leave because of
80,000
not
in
working,
debt and
or
still supporting the girlfriend,
Hey.
making it work.
You know,
this dude
but-
right here,
Hey.
Bachelor of the Year. You single now?
Yeah, but
Bachelor of the
but
Year.
What
he
I
gonna
did
get you
learn.
Okay, now.
What I did learn was that, you know, a girl will always, well, okay, so if you have a girlfriend
Okay.
or any significant other,
Okay.
what all my successful friends now tell me is that they will help you build the business instead of like hanging off your business.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So because you guys can be together, right? If you want to be together for a long time, they're gonna be a part of you, and then they should also be part of your success and your
Yep.
business. You know what I mean? Because if they only drag you down, there's no way keeping them. It's like a business partner. It's like you
Really
know,
is.
It's like a
Yeah.
marriage. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
it really is.
it's definitely like that. But yeah, my uncle in LA, who was like, yo, you want a job in my store? I'll give you 2 racks a month, and then you can just work for me. And that's just me telling myself, okay, I'm giving up. That's it.
Right.
I'm gonna go
Because you're
do
gonna
it.
go work because family's
Yeah.
gonna help out. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go to LA. I'm just gonna take that job, and I'm just gonna throw everything away. I'm just like, and then some of the companies that I was doing some work for, they were small companies. They started expanding, and then, you know, they started calling me a little bit more for more work, and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna give the Bay Area another try, you know, and you know. And I did. Like I said, for 2 years, I just kept pushing, right? Like, no money coming in, like, barely any. Like, barely able to make rent, barely able to get some burgers for my girl. You know what I'm saying? You know?
That's important. That's important.
Exactly.
It is, man. You gotta come home with something.
Feed your girl.
You're having a bad day. Bills are
feed
coming
that girl
in.
to have a
And
here.
then you come home and she's like, I'm hungry. And it's like,
Exactly.
oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You
You don't want to.
So, it was crazy. But then, and the work just started picking up, and it started pushing, a lot harder than I ever have. And then, then my film business started picking up, and then, like, I started getting my music videos on, like, BET, MTV, and, like, the small companies started expanding, like, one of my big, and the thing is that I never burnt any bridges. No matter if they screwed me or burned me out of money or anything like that, I never burnt the bridge. I was like, it's cool. Just if you suck that bad, then you probably need it more than I do.
Right.
So,
but it's true. But you do you. Okay, get it.
Sometimes they came
Thank
back
you for the
around,
opportunity, right?
Sometimes they came back around though. Like a few years later,
That's
they'd
right.
be like, hey,
That's right.
I'm sorry about before, but you know what? My business picked up, and let's do some more work together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So one of my biggest clients that I worked with back then, and they were small. Now they're gigantic. Is Shoe Palace.
Okay.
You guys ever walked in the Shoe Palace store? Any videos you see on the wall, they're all mine.
Okay.
For the past 7 years.
Oh, nice.
So any video you see, and they went from 15 stores when I started with them. Now they're at like about 200.
And that's all like West Coast.
West Coast, East Coast,
Okay.
Hawaii.
They started East Coast, didn't?
They started in the flea market of San Jose.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 1993. And it's all these startup cultures that know what startup is.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And my drive has been, okay, now my turning point has been, okay, I'm gonna ride this wave. You know what I mean? And in 2014, I had a #1 hit on the Billboard dance charts. And then I just had another one this week.
The video.
Yeah, the video. And then.
So what videos were they? So you can share.
It was
with them.
Shiny Disco Balls in 2014 with DJ Scotty Boy, and with DJ Scotty Boy we did it again with Shine Your Love. But we also had back in 2012 or 13 we had Take Me Back to Vegas, hit number 88 on a Hot 100 charts.
Whoa.
With Randy Taylor Weber.
Nice.
And he was the guy that did that song. I don't know if you guys remember. In a Dream back in '94, he produced with Raquel.
I was born in '95, so let's see. In a Dream.
In a Dream, my love. It goes something like that.
Okay.
But it's hella old school. But yeah, he also produced the music score to my new film that is gonna be released later this year. But but anyways, back about to the millionaire part. When I did a lot of things where like I have a lot of millionaire friends now because of my rise to the top, where like. People always want to, connect with like rising people because they kind of want to ride the wave, right? So like,
or work together.
Or work together, yeah, exactly.
It's like
ride the wave.
Yeah.
It's not so like
right now.
Well, it's kind of like
money makes money.
Right. It's like riding the wave,
money.
but then you're also like contributing to it at the same time. So
Exactly.
it's kind of a collab.
But a lot of times I look at them like, yo, do they look happy to me?
Right.
And then they're like 24-hour grind mode too. You know what I mean?
No
Anyone
doubt.
that has a lot of money, that makes a lot of money, that did it on their own.
Don't sleep.
They don't sleep.
At all.
They don't sleep.
No.
'Cause
They get maybe 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And I've learned this from some of my friends that,
Exactly.
I mean, they are in the grind, they do their thing, they, international, doing their thing. And they have let me know they run on 2-3 hours of sleep. And I've learned, and I have been working towards that, and then now I know I could do the same.
I don't know
Exactly.
if I
I
want to
can
be
do
a
the same.
millionaire if that's the case.
Well, the
I
thing
need
is
my
that
naps, dude.
the thing is that you love what you do. You can't stop thinking about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my
it
films.
eats you. It wakes you up out of your sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It just
and it's passion. It's passion.
Yeah.
And then these people, they're working, but at the same time, they're not working because all they want to do is create that
vision. They want to be that vision.
A lot of people get given money, right? And they could be rich by being given money or an easy way out to the top, whatever. And they're just like, they have no passion about anything. They're just like chilling. But then, these millionaires and billionaires that I know, it's billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
that I know.
With the bees.
And then it's like, they don't stop working.
Right.
And then it's their baby. You know what I mean? They can't stop thinking about it no matter what. And they could, I was like, one time I asked them, I asked a lot of them, I was like, why don't you're rich now. You have your whole big old company and your big old staff.
But that's their passion.
Yeah, and at the same time, it's like, they still need me.
Right.
And these guys are not old. They're
young.
They're young.
Young, yes.
They're not as young as me, but like they're like maybe just a little bit older. You know what I mean? I'm 30, so I just turned 30 about 2 months ago, and then a lot of my buddies are just like in their mid 30s. You know what I mean? And they're like, they're like CEOs, corporations, all this stuff like that. It's crazy. And then the turning point for me about doing community is that there's there's no substance in being rich. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be a millionaire anymore. I always wanted to be a millionaire by 30. You know, and as much as I have a net worth of $1 million, that does not mean I have liquid cash in $1 million.
Right.
So the reason why I don't have $1 million is because I put it all back into the community, because I'd rather create a legacy. I'd rather be able to build a community, because there's no point if you're the only person that has money.
I'm saying applause. If we had the applause button right now, applause would be going off,
Yeah.
because right there, you know, you hit a nail on the head, especially
Right.
for what we do here, because we are a radio station for the community.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that, you know, you have people who honestly from their heart not only have a passion and a drive for like building their capital, building their business, building their fan base, building whatever, but they're giving back to the community, and that takes it to a whole nother level.
Yes, thank you.
For the fact that you can even do that, it shows you that you are more than the businesses that you build, because
Right.
that's starting that legacy from humanity, from a place of humanity.
Exactly. And it's, you know, it's like I said, you know, it's not just like giving money to other people, but it's more like creating opportunities. You know what I mean? Creating a avenue. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, you know, leave small towns and never come back.
Right, and so many people say that, and so many people say,
Yeah.
like, how come you just don't leave and go? Because I want to help build our community to be better, because our people are from
Exactly.
here. I don't want to leave our people in crap and I go find something wonderful. I want them to experience and feel and know this
Right.
too, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, it's crazy because, like, you know, they're like, Drex, why would you leave, like, you know, San Jose? You got something so good over there. Why don't you just open a restaurant over here? Why don't you open this lounge over here? And I'm just like, well, I mean, like, you guys already got it. You know what I mean? I mean, like, you
On
know,
almost every block.
exactly. You know, I run 2 nightclubs in San Jose, and I pack it out twice a week.
Their
you know.
population is 1 million plus.
For the past 5
In
years.
San Jose, their population million.
1
plus.
Yes.
million. And I live in a
That's
high
impressive.
rise. I live at the top of my building in downtown San Jose. I have the view of the airport. You know,
Yeah.
I'm doing good over there. And then when I come back over here, I'm just like, you know, back in my parents' room. Like, you know what I mean? My parents, you know, and I
But
come
that's
back.
fam, you
Yeah.
That
But,
has
Kind
to
of
be
low
humble.
key.
exactly.
Be humbling though.
But I want to take everything that I learned out when I was, you know, I'm still in the Bay, but I mean, like, you know, everything that I learned out there, and I want to bring it out here. You know what I mean? I want to bring out the, because, you know, they say Stockton's a little behind, right?
Yes.
But I want to
We
push
are.
it to the forefront.
The urban development is a little slow, but I
Right.
think that has a lot to do with our city leaders and those that have come before us that don't want to relinquish like the reins to the youth who are business
Exactly.
men and women who do
Exactly.
know what they're doing and do know how to bring it in, flourish, and take it to the next level.
Yeah.
But I think they don't trust us enough.
I don't think they do.
And so that's the failure on the part of communication, where they're not allowing the new businessmen and women to really let their wings expand because they're afraid that we're gonna mess up or something.
Definitely.
I don't know what it is.
I've reached out before to, like, you know, government people, and then if Stockton, like, hey, you know, how can we do this or do that? They just kind of like just
Brush you off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know who I am. You know what I mean? I don't know. Granted, I don't know who they are either. But I mean, like, you know, I try reaching out.
Yes,
The thing is about bridging. You know what I mean? That's why I like the fact that, you know, he came.
Try to get to them. Oh,
You know
this
what I mean?
person, this young person
Exactly.
is asking, "Who are you? What do you do?
Exactly.
What? How can I help you?" But they don't
Exactly.
want to do that. They are just kind of like, "Oh, well, you know, I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you. I don't know what you're talking about," and they'll just play it off. They'll play it off like they don't want to get engaged. Okay, so I mean, now let's talk about that. Community leaders coming from the other end,
when you help
are
yourself.
they trying to bridge the gap with the
Exactly.
youth? You know, we younger folk, you know, are getting out there doing the business. Coming to them, it's like, okay, we're bringing it to you, but what are you doing to reach out
Exactly.
to us?
Exactly. Like, my buddy, he, the mayor of Milpitas is a really good friend of mine, right? And he's always out in the community. He's always out. You know what I mean? And when people go, oh, that's, you know, what's up, man? Mayor of Milpitas, man. You know, Milpitas forever, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? That's the type of people we need.
That's what, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, the
Yes.
people
that are people with
exactly.
yes, that
You know
they're
what I
out
mean?
there, and that is one thing, you know, that I did like about our previous mayor, Anthony Silva, because he
was
did
the
do
people's
things.
people?
They call him the people's mayor.
Man, everybody
because he
loves
was out
Anthony
there.
Silva, for
He was
real.
always out there for the people. He would be out there. He even slept in a tent with the homeless for like a few days just to see like and feel what that was for them. But then like to be among them, and he helped clean their area. You know, he helped them. He you know, did what he could to pay them and to create opportunities,
Right.
things of that nature. Even if they were just very temporary, but
Right.
he was out there with the people. He got out there, you know, and and it's just that's what they need to see,
Right.
that they care enough to even be with us
Exactly.
instead of running behind those closed doors or to another country or another city or somewhere else where they're living it up, and then just kind of letting us fall to the wayside and do
Right.
what we can within these little boxes
Yeah.
that they give us that aren't even properly fixed. You know,
Right.
the boxes and these gates are broken, so when they people start to get out of that and go haywire, you know.
Hey, big shout
It's
out to Anthony Silva. You know, before when he was mayor, I did reach out to him back then, and he actually reached back.
Yes.
So that was a good thing. He came out to my restaurant. He supported. You know what I mean? And I seen I was following him, all the things that I'm not gonna speak too much about what's going on with him now, but I mean.
But what they tried to put him through.
But from what he did for the community of Stockton, big shout out to that. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? So
absolutely. And that's what I always maintain the focus on, because anything else that is behind the scenes, yes, granted things have gone on, but you know what? When you look at the character of the person and what he
Right.
did in his role as a mayor, we have to give that to him.
Exactly. That's and all the things that he went through. Because of that, I would never want to be a politician. They would get on me because I drink like a fish.
And they'll just dig. They dig
Yeah.
through your family. They dig through everything about you
Exactly.
just to try to tear you apart to see why you're not fit. But it's like, why wouldn't you even give this person a chance if they are coming with great energy and ways to like move and shake and shape something greater.
It's also track record too. You know what I mean? Like if you're able to accomplish great things, and they're just like, oh man, he was pouring a bottle of Hennessy down some girl's throat.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean? I mean, I do that. So
Okay. Shot.
Hey, man, shout out to Hennessy too.
Shout out to Hennessy. Y'all don't sponsor us yet, but it's always open for sponsoring. There's always
They sponsor
spot.
me, so they got my
Be
boy
back
right
there.
here, #1 comedian. Oh no, comedian coming right up right here. But no, I
Oh
wouldn't
man,
want
we need that on live. Hold on.
So now that you've like
He
been
said
able
what?
to
Number
do this,
one what? Number one what? we got lost off the live. I'm
right?
sorry.
But so now that he's you've been able to come back and you have attempted to reach out to the community. So what else are you doing with the community? If the community, I guess, leaders haven't really.
We create our own leaders. We create our own community.
I love that.
We create our own
I
community.
love
That's
that.
right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, there has to be a starting point.
Yeah.
And that's what I did with Superfish Poke. That's my restaurant, right? And as everyone should know, restaurants are hard to make money. It's the margins are like razor, especially at the prices that I got it for, because I didn't want people in Stockton to be paying the same prices as places in the Bay Area. And that's what I'm seeing when I come out here and I'm eating. I'm just like, whoa, how come I'm paying the same price for my food as I am in the Bay? When the
cost of living is so for much less.
And it's crazy because in San Jose, you're below average if you make under 95K. That's
but no, that's true, because that's that's their living cost in the area.
Exactly.
The minimal.
Exactly. So that's why I opened up Superfish Poke as like a avenue for the community, and what drives community is art. You know what I mean? And
expression.
Exactly, expression, and also economics, because when we have somewhere like lower price to eat and it's healthy and everything's all real, you know what I mean? That's the stuff you want to put in your body.
Oh yeah, organic.
Can I pause it? I used to be kitchen manager at Chipotle for 3 years, so
He knows
all I
about
used
it.
to do is preach stuff like this. And
Now he knows all
But
about
it's
it.
true.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm
true. You
glad
gotta
that
eat
somebody
healthy.
has
You have to be
implemented
able to
the
eat healthy.
system in Stockton besides Chipotle, because sometimes they get on my nerves. That's why I quit. Anyways, because they're so corporate, they have great fundamentals. I'm not gonna lie, they have great fundamentals that you could implement to any business.
Are corporate.
Yes, but when I believe when you go corporate, you kind of take out the genuineness of it, because you're kind of like, okay, this is what we're doing in our books. Like everybody's gonna be like this, and it takes it like sucks the genuineness out of you once you go corporate, because now it's all policies and procedures, and you can't really serve it how you want. It's good in all quality, but it's just robot, corporate. Hey, we'll do this because it's the rules. But I like his because it's all natural. It's small business. It's
small business,
mom and pop business type of thing.
The thing is that
you just know mom and pop is just you.
Yep, I'm the
Just
mom and the pop.
Hey.
But you gotta.
The mom and the pop.
I feel like for even if you go corporate though, you know what I mean. you have to instill the culture of the founder and the initial mission statement into the staff. So just say for example, right, Shoe Palace. Why do you go to Shoe Palace rather than any other shoe store?
I don't. So
you don't.
I don't.
But once you go there, you'll see why. The reason why I bring that up,
because it's fun in there.
The reason
they have a good environment.
is because it's not just only fun, but when they first started the store, they made it a point to know who you are. If you came to the store, how could I make it better for you? How could I make it a better experience for you? So, you know, every time you walk in there, they would be like, oh, hey, how's it going? And then they would know your name and you would know them. So now that already puts you at a better point than going to the store where you just go in there, oh, hey.
Then Foot Locker,
yeah.
And you know what I mean? I'm not
just another customer. Right, but another customer.
But I'm
like,
just
hey,
saying,
how are you?
if you're able to instill that culture with all your staff and employees, so you're just going to like someone's house then at this point, and then he's hooking you up with some things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at that point, it becomes like a family spot where you want to go. Like, so every time you guys come to my spot, like you already know, like our employees already like, hey, what's up, man?
What's up,
like family?
You know what I mean? So you know,
hey, don't put that gooey stuff in my tea, please.
So that's what I wanna. That's what I want to do with my shop as a spot to where, you know, people could come and showcase their things, like whether it be music, whether it be art, whether it be comedy. You know what I mean? It's just an outlet for people to come and express themselves, and at the same time network, because network is the most strongest tool.
Yes.
Because without networking, I wouldn't be where I'm at. You know, I don't work for anybody. At the same time, you know, I work for everybody.
Right. That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yes. The people's person. Huh?
Exactly. So, you know, and I would never run for any politics ever.
Right.
So
right.
I'm not, you know, doing this for.
So you may have a voiced opinion, and you may know a thing or two and what to do, but you will not put yourself in that because they just use you and eat you up. They don't even care. They'll wait till your term is up and the next person comes in, and then they'll replace everything that you built.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
So the main thing that I'm trying to get at is that, you know, what's the point of being rich? What is the point of having money? You know, the most important thing is to have other people succeed. You know what I mean? Because if I have all the money, there's no money to go around back into me.
Excuse me.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather be prosperous where you prosperous alongside with me, where you prosperous alongside me, and with everyone else. I'm not saying that, you know, we all gotta be millionaires, but if we could all have a great time together and be able to live our lives.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
With that.
And the thing is that I tell all the young people, right? Because for some reason they look up to me. But like I tell them, you know, you will be, if you're able to make a living out of what you love to do, you're already living the dream. Mm-hmm. You're already living the dream. What more can you ask for?
Do you guys hear that?
That's true.
Like, really think about that, you guys. If you're listening in, you're watching, think about that. If you guys are already doing what you love to do, you're already living the dream.
Exactly.
Because you love to do it.
If you can make a living, you gotta make a living out of it.
I was about to say, man,
you gotta make a living out of it. If you're able to make a living out of doing what you love, then you're already living the dream, because what more can you ask for? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I love what I do. And the thing is that the moment I started making money was the moment I stopped thinking about money.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because, you know...
Because you're already doing what you love, and then the money was just flowing.
Exactly. Because when you start thinking about money, I gotta make money, how do I make money? You know what I mean? Like, okay, I gotta make my rent. So I need to charge you this much money to do it. How about this? You go in there, you do what you love, you make, you do your thing, and then they might pay you a little, but you know what? You put so much passion into that project that other people is gonna see, and they'll be like, you know what? We're gonna hire you. So say that you're not gonna get that, say $1,000, right? Mm-hmm. Say you
the initial $1,000.
Say you got that 150 from that person, right? But you put all your passion in because you love doing it. You didn't do it for money. You did it because you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
The other person is gonna be like, you know, oh wow, that's a really great video. I can't afford $1,000. You know what? What's your project? Mm-hmm. I like it. Let's do it. You know, just break me off whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, I got like $200. All right, cool. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But through that, you already got 2 clients.
Yeah.
And that's 2 things to add to your portfolio of the best work you've done.
Right, and you still want to give it your best.
Exactly. Then
you're going to.
And you're going to have a few more.
Yeah.
Say 5 people, right?
Yeah.
You're going to come in, each one. Oh, I love it. Boom. Just say $200. That's a rack right there. Mm-hmm. Mm. And then that will cover, you know, you say you wanted that $1,000 for cover rent. Covered 5. Mm-hmm. You have 5 of the best projects you've done. But once you start doing, okay, money, I need to charge you $1,000 up front because I need the $1,000. you're doing it for the money. At the same time, you're not gonna put your best into it. You think you are. But because you know that that's a client, and you just like, you know, I
love how you laughed about that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
you think you are because you
It's
think about the
true.
money, though.
Exactly.
Right.
And then you're just gonna make like whatever.
You know, I've seen people fail on that note. I'm not even gonna lie. I've seen people get called out. I've seen people not finish a job because they were more worried. And I've actually seen people stall on a job and charge more and for the continued work and, you know, time because they're more worried about the money than to really get the product done quickly, to give them a good product fast, and they just milked it. They milked it, or they didn't finish it. They just wanted the money. And it's really an ugly thing. So when they're focusing on the money, it really takes out, like, what is it? Okay, so we thought you did a great job, and maybe they would have really done a great job, but because they messed around with other elements and worried so much more about the money, it's a turn off. Don't even want to work with them, kind of thing.
Right, exactly.
I do flyers a lot, and I get that a lot. Like, I'll be like, I need this in 2 days. 3 days later. How's this look? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need that change. 2 days later. Like, what?
2 more days
I end up
later.
waiting like a week and a half, 2 weeks just for a simple basic flyer, just because you're on somebody else's time. So if sometimes I can learn depending who I go to. Like, if I need this in like a certain time, I'm gonna be like, oh, I need to hit them up like 3 weeks in advance.
Oh my gosh.
Drex was the quickest one to give me flyers, like 2 days. Had them. Boom.
Like 8 of them.
Yeah, like 2 different, two different times. I was like, oh,
the beautiful thing about that was too, is though, because not only was it for the event that you were going to be with, but it was also because it was also with your business that you were also promoting at the same time. You wanted to make sure that you're on point with what you got going on at your spot, you know, and everybody coming through is going to be on point with you because you're going to make sure that that's going to happen.
Yeah. Exactly. So, you know,
I just wasn't used to it. I was like,
right?
You already? I was like, okay.
The thing is that they have to be
like, cool.
They have to be really passionate about their job, and they have to be really passionate about their clients. You know what I mean? Like, just like, you know, how you came in, you know, you were like, he was really passionate about the show. He came in early.
Oh, yeah.
He came in early in the day. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's how you know. You test a person's character like that, right? Just like with all my clients, right? If they suck, I don't even need them as a client. I don't even need their money. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather work with someone that I can build a relationship with. And that's what I've done with over, you know, all my clients. That's why I have over 100 reoccurring clients. You know what I mean? I mean, that's crazy because that's, even though I give them the homie hookup, but because pennies add up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm fostering a great relationship with them. And then because of that, they will refer me to anyone else.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then because of that, it's just been great.
It just grows. You just growing your business.
And I don't even I look at it as a business, but at the same time, I look at it as like, man,
your circle. I'm
living my dream. Like I'm not even thinking about like how much
That's
money I'm gonna
awesome
make.
to hear.
I'm thinking about like, you know, all the great projects I'm about to work with, all the great people I'm about to work with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, into this business, right? And I'm not gonna lie. When I said I'm gonna open a restaurant in Stockton, everyone looked at me was like, crazy.
What?
I couldn't even get any investors.
You brought one of the greatest restaurants to Stockton.
Everybody.
Everybody.
No,
Everybody.
Friends
Even,
from college, or?
even in the Bay, even out here.
Yeah.
You know, people are like, you crazy. You live in San Jose, you live good over there. Why the hell you want to open a restaurant
You
out
need
here?
to go over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, you're crazy. And I was just like, you know what? This is my dream. I want to get back to the community, and I know it's gonna happen. Because the chances of a restaurant actually like making it out, you know, it's really tough. You know what I mean? And
how do you think you've done as the start?
the thing is that I think we've been doing good. The thing is that, you know, we've been steady, we've been consistent, and people. I want to say this: most of our people are regulars that come. Once they come, they keep coming back.
Yeah,
I
You know what
see
mean?
that too.
And then the restaurant game is shady.
Oh.
Restaurant game is shady.
You gotta watch out for
I would never have known.
Who was that next to you?
I had no idea. I swear.
China got competition.
China Palace.
China Palace.
Hey, out in San Jose is all love. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
what I don't know. I wasn't in the restaurant game out there, but I'm in the nightclub scene out there.
Okay.
And even all my competitors is all love. We all kick it and stuff
Right,
like that.
because you know
what I
you
mean?
let people go from places. You know, you
Exactly.
want them to bar hop. You want to
Yeah.
share that business.
Like if I'm not doing anything, you know, I'll go to their shit, and then you know what I mean. Like they push people, to me. I push people to them. It's all love. Over here, it's like, don't go there. That place sucks.
Really? How,
and then,
share some examples, for instance. I'm not grasping what you say. Like the other restaurant owners hate, or
I'm not gonna speak too much about
Right,
that.
right,
too
yeah.
much, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying
yeah, you know.
the game is shady out here. You know what I mean? Like they'll try to tear you down. You know what I mean? It's not love like it is, and like
man, how you
out
gonna
there.
hate on Poke?
You know what I mean?
How you gonna hate on Tai Chi?
Hey.
Well, sometimes people don't hate so much on the business; they hate on the owners or the clientele. Maybe they're jealous. They got that envy. They got that hate. They're like, oh, how come we're not popping like that, or how come But it is all the vibe that people get off and give off, because what you talk about how you are as a person, they're not looking at that business as a reflection of who they are, because they're not self-evaluating,
Right,
but yet
right.
they're looking out and seeing what somebody else, where they're coming from and how they're shining. And so sometimes maybe just be blinding other people and they just be hating on the shine.
The thing is that most businesses, as they should, right? They look at profits. How much money could I make off of this? How much can I milk these people off
Right,
of this?
right.
You know what I mean? And then they look at money as their final goal. You know what I mean? They might not treat their employees just as good or anything like that. I love my employees. I don't think they hate me. At least I don't think. But
they're like right now. I can't stand that.
Right? But
I'm playing.
It says a thing.
Jokes.
It says a thing, right? When they're off and they come in.
Yes.
And then when we get slammed, they come and help.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They're not on the clock yet, and they come in and start working. And I'm just like, yo, we don't have the budget for you right now. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, it's cool.
Yeah,
You
they
know
just
what I mean?
hang out. Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool.
And they'll even work if, like, you know what I mean? If they have to, because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then...
Now that's a good team.
Yeah. So the way
That's a good
I
team.
preach it is like, I need you to, watch each other's back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, I want you to create a I don't want your end goal here to be just come and get a paycheck and dip. I want your end goal here to be, I want you to come here and learn and
Build a network for yourself.
Yeah, and when you leave, you're gonna become a lot better than you have when you first entered. And during the interview, I told him, I was like, I really want to cultivate community leaders. You know what I mean?
I love that.
So,
I love
like,
that you want to do
yeah.
that, because
And-
we need them.
Exactly. So now I have the music nights, and then like I'm gonna start having the art nights. Now we have comedy nights
Every Wednesday, check them out.
Yeah. Now we have leaders that are consistently building. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm not saying that we're gonna explode or anything like that. We might, but I'm just saying like now that there's an avenue for people to come.
Yes.
And be.
To allow people to come out
yeah.
of their boxes,
Exactly.
to come out of their world, and to become a better person by expression, through sharing, through networking, just finding a place that they feel comfortable
Right.
getting out into, and you being able to provide that platform and that space for people to come help others.
Right.
Is exactly what we need here, because you're
Right.
able to give a place to do that, because so many places are quick to shut down the doors, and if it's not their
Exactly.
group and it's not their people, they close it out to other groups, and they'll just only give it for their own. And I've seen it, I've experienced it, but for being able to open it up for more
Right.
than just one type of expression,
Right.
you're allowing just kind of a greater plethora, if you will, for
Right,
people to
right.
come and say, oh, let's try these different things, and let's get out there, and you're opening up to the arts again.
Right.
And
Right. And
it's important.
there's one thing that I do want to tell
With
all the,
food.
Exactly. There is one thing I want to tell. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there, but you have to know one thing is that the more money you spend is gonna be the more money that you make.
Word.
The reason why is because when you have money in your pocket, you're content. You're like, you know what, I'm fine. But you know what? When you don't have money in your pocket, you're gonna do anything it takes to put that money
grind.
back in.
Yep.
In your pocket, But you always have to have a safety net. That's the most important thing.
Hey.
Don't just like spend everything you got. But I'm
Right.
just saying, always have a safety net. But if you want to make money, you gotta spend money. And then at the end of the day, while at the process of trying to get that money back, you're gonna learn a lot more along that way to put the money back in your pocket, and you're gonna make more because of that. You know what I mean? So
Are you saying invest?
I'm just saying.
And flipping,
I'm not
investing,
saying invest.
keep flipping your own pocket
Yeah,
money.
Invest in yourself.
Yes.
Invest in yourself. I'm not saying, and
Nice,
make sure
nice.
anything you buy, anything you go out to do that you buy is an investment. Say you buy food, right? Okay, whether it be market research or just say like, you have to put food in your body. That's investment in yourself, right? You gotta look at
So
everything.
make it the healthiest you
Exactly.
can.
If I go out and have a drink with somebody, right, that's an investment because I'm out there to foster a relationship.
Yep.
If I'm out there to,
Yep.
you know, grab lunch with somebody, that's
You're
an
networking.
investment. You know what I mean? Everything I do is an investment. That's how you gotta look at how you purchase things. Because then if you just go out and just blow money, like say gambling, that's not an investment.
Right.
So you go out to a nightclub, right? That's an investment in yourself
Oh,
because
man.
you're going out to enrich yourself. You know what I mean? So everything you do has to be looked at as an investment.
Very wise. Very good
You know,
words.
so
So I would like, because, you know, our time is almost up, not quite yet though, but I definitely want people to stay linked with you, to keep following you, to keep up on your progress, to find ways that they can support you in any way that they possibly can. Where can they find you? How can they get in touch with you as far as like social media? So if you can give them all those drops, that'd be great.
For sure. You guys can find me on all over social media. My name is Drex Lee, Drexlee. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. I don't really use Twitter, but if you guys use Twitter, you guys still follow because everything I post on Facebook goes straight to my Twitter. But you guys can easily reach me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you guys want to see me in person, I'll be at Superfish Poke at my restaurant from Sunday to Wednesdays or Thursdays. You can find me at the nightclubs in downtown San Jose on Thursdays and soon to be Saturdays again. I just left my residency at Myth, but I will be back there soon once the remodel is done. And yeah, you guys can also Google me. Right now, we do have the #1 hit on the Billboard Dance Charts right now.
That's
Show
right.
Me Your Love. I directed that music video. Check it out on YouTube. And there's a lot more great videos on YouTube that you guys can find, or www.drexleefilms.com. And yeah, we have our comedy shows every single Wednesday featuring, you know, the host right here, the
MF.
host with the most.
MF
you know.
Comedy is hosting the Wednesday nights at Superfish. Last night was our
All free.
all free. Last night was our very first Superfish open mic, or Superfish comedy night, comedy night, and it was awesome, man. And thank you to everybody who showed up and showed love, supported. All the comedians did their things. Wendy killed it at the end. I don't know if you caught any of hers. She went on for 30 minutes. Killed it.
I watched it from my security
Oh my
camera.
goodness. Killed it. He has her Netflix special on his security camera coming out soon.
I also got the podcast that we recorded last night.
Oh my gosh, it was so
That's
much
what's up.
fun.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
guys,
it's gonna be on SoundCloud,
where can they catch that podcast?
It's going to
from?
be at soundcloud.com/superfish sessions. There's going to be the music sessions, and there's going to be the comedy sessions, and then we're going to have art night every single Saturday. And also, Tuesday nights is music. And I want to give a big shout out to the two hosts right here, the Voice of Stockton. I love what you guys are doing for
Thank you
community.
so much.
Yeah, thank you
know,
for coming in.
and it's
No,
very
early. We know.
It's very important for, you know, Stockton, especially a small town like this. We're not a small town. We're 400,000 people.
I'm
but
telling you, we're growing, and people think
Not
that
at the same time,
it's
and that's
not
why
a
we're
small
behind.
town.
Mhm.
people have to act like we're a big city.
That's right. They need
You
to
know?
act like city, not like rural.
Yeah.
They need to act like city,
Exactly.
not like small town folk, because
I
you're
encourage
not.
you to
And that's
do
the
so.
mentality that they're having a hard time getting, like letting go.
Exactly.
Is that
Support
they
comedy.
think we're a small town, and we're not a small town. We are a city, and we
Exactly.
need to start developing the city as an urban city,
Exactly.
because we're really behind the times. Y'all need to help us catch up, because
Exactly.
the youth, we flying, we're not stopping, and we're gonna find a way to get in there like water.
Exactly.
Like water is like, we're gonna get in there, so somehow it's
Exactly.
gonna happen. And you know, anybody that's gone away, people are coming back. They're coming back with knowledge, with gusto, with plans and missions and passion, and they want to make it. They want to make it work. They want to make a difference. They want the families and the people here to thrive and to share in all of that. You know, a lot of people may think that, you know, Mudville, we come from the mud and we're outcasted and we can't do. But we come back shining like stars, you know. So it's
Exactly.
one of those things in our own right to just, we find ourselves, and then we just bring that to the world.
I totally agree, and I would say that some of the proof to what you just said is in this room right now. Like Drex Lee, yourself, and myself. You know, people like us have to uplift our community and bring them with us. Let them see the visions we and seen and foresee, and help the community, and let's grow together. That's why I appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
Drex, for doing
Yeah.
what you do in this community. It is appreciated. I wanted to let you know that.
The
Comedy
food
nights
is
are
wonderful
awesome.
at Superfish.
Yeah, food is
Thank you,
awesome.
thank you.
It's the first time I ever had it.
It's big. My
die for.
my motto at my place is big city food, small city prices, homemade taste.
Hey.
That's my thing. At my spot, nothing is, prepackaged. We make everything in a bag, because I put my heart and soul into it.
That's what's up.
That's why everything takes a little bit longer, because I train all my staff to do the same thing.
That's what's up.
We carefully craft every little thing that you get. So some people complain about how long it takes, but you know what? It's actually not that long. But
not.
some people are just
the liner's long. This because the line is long.
I understand.
But
stuff is good.
Thank you. And like I said, we're doing it for the community, and then that's, you can tell by our rock bottom prices. We don't make any money off of that. We're doing good as long as we keep our doors open. We keep able to keep pushing.
Yes.
Our music nights, our community nights, pretty much.
Yes.
Every single night. Every single day we're able to push our community. And then I also one of the really big reasons why I really came back to Stockton is because I really want to help people discover their own abilities to kind of push it to the next level, because there's a little bit of that in us where we're like, you know what, maybe we can't do it, maybe this is not it for me, maybe I should just go do something where push carts or whatever, like
I just gotta make that money.
Yeah.
And there's no passion. Yeah, because they're just trying to make the money.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, coming from me, because I've been through it, is to never give up. Never ever give up, no matter how down you are, because you are at your fullest potential doing what you love. Because if you're not doing what you love, you're gonna suck at it. You're gonna suck at it. You know what I mean? Like, because you have no
passion, no drive
passion to do it. So,
you don't care about the details about it, and like whether it's gonna be good or not. Yeah, that's not cool.
Exactly. So
do yourself a favor. Do the world a favor. Don't do that.
Exactly.
Do what you're supposed to do. And if you don't know what you're supposed to do, you need to do some self-searching.
Exactly.
Put yourself in elements and places where you feel good. And when you start to feel that, pay attention to your body. If it feels good, it's right.
Exactly.
If it doesn't feel good, you need to change it.
Exactly. Empower each other. Empower yourselves. Empower the community. And it will all rise as one.
I love that. Say that again.
I forgot what I said.
You're like, empower each other.
All this stuff just
empower
comes out.
Yourself.
Empower yourself, empower
others, empower your
others,
community.
Exactly.
Your leaders, your community leaders will rise up.
Yeah, exactly, because even if the community leaders don't listen, they will be replaced.
They will.
By people who actually will
get the job done.
Exactly, get the job done. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to be in office to make my voice heard.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I don't need to be, I even told Anthony Silva, I was like, hey, man, you shouldn't even try to make a run for politics again. You are a lot more powerful now outside of politics.
He really
than
is.
You are in
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
He really
because
is.
now you can say whatever the hell you want.
Yep. And do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want,
It's like me being out of the military. I'm a civilian now. Yay! I can
You're strict in the military.
I can do what I want. I can do what I want. I don't have to worry about too many things. But yeah, thanks again, Drex, for coming in. You guys can find him at Superfish, Poke, and T Bar. That's on West Lane, 5052.
5052 West Lane, right next to China Palace. Big shout out to China Palace. Sometimes,
yes,
and just shout out to Dream Ice Cream too, because we all run as a unit out there. We all support each other. We all love each other. We all go to each other's spots all the time. We kick at each other's spots all the time. We're just trying to bring up the community. We're trying to bring up the plaza right there.
Yeah, that's
right.
Burger King. I was gonna say bring it up.
Burger King's the haters, huh?
Nah, I love Burger King. I love Burger King.
Everyone's hating. I was like, is this CVS? No, it's not. I'm playing.
Everyone in our plaza, we love everybody in our plaza. You know what I mean? We love our whole community.
I see big things happening at your plaza because you have moved in and bring in the new vibe and energy. So come summertime, I already know. I already see big. I already feel the energy like outside. So I already see big things happening in your area right there.
Hey, even if you guys hate us, we still love you no matter what. Still come through, still hang out. We'll still hook you guys up.
That's what's up.
So yeah, no haters.
No haters.
It's all good. We still love you.
Yeah, and that's okay because that's how you're gonna be able to get people to like turn that hate into love.
Exactly. There's people cannot hate you for saying sorry.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, I bump into people. I say sorry 100 times a night at the club. because I'm always bumping into people, and then I'm always like, sorry, the whole way through the bathroom line. And then like people turn around, like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm sorry. It's cool.
exactly. You know,
Yeah.
the thing is that, you know, if you show love, there's you know, it's like going to it's like, you know, someone about to get in a fight with you, right? And you just look at them and be like, dude, I'm sorry. And it's just like, can't even hit you anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
diffused.
You know what I mean? It's like it's crazy. So, you know, I haven't gotten in a fight since I got out of Stockton.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like, no matter how many times I got angry, I'm just like, you know what? You know, go up to him and just be like, yo, I'm sorry. I got punched in the face and both my earrings flew out from one of my ears. And he just turned around and was just like, why'd you hit me, man?
Right.
I'm just like, ow, that hurt. Like, you know, all angry and stuff. And I'm like, dude, my bad.
Do you feel better? Did that make you feel good?
I don't even question it. I'm just like, dude, my bad.
Right.
And they're just like, all right. Shit. Now they feel bad.
Both my earrings are out of my ear right now. I'm not fighting you. Those are $2,000 earrings, sir.
Yo, like my earrings right here, I have two holes right here, right? I have both earrings. I got hit and it both flew right out. That's how hard I got hit. And I'm just turning around, like, why'd you hit me? That hurt. Ow. You know what I mean?
Like $1,200 just out there.
Yeah, but you know,
took that loss.
No shout out to the
we
bullies
out
out there. You know what I mean? Because we're all about positivity. We're all about love.
All about it. Yep.
So we ain't no room in the world for bullies.
Rise and shine 209. That's what it is. We want that positivity. We want to see you out there being positivity. Be the positivity. Spread that positivity and try to bring somebody else up into some positivity. If you feel that, you know, they aren't there. I mean, even if it's a smile. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and say peace. Make sure that you are definitely gonna find okay, we'll get to that. 1 second. Make sure that you do follow Drex Lee. You can look him up on Instagram, Drex Lee, Facebook, Drex Lee. You can go ahead, go to www.drexleefilms.com. You also have him on YouTube, so you can check him out on YouTube. His Twitter, he does have Twitter, but that's mostly his Facebook stuff that he's talking about.
Exactly.
But you can also check him out in person at Superfish here in Stockton on West Lane. So, or San Jose. You can go out to the clubs in San Jose Thursday, Saturday night. So check it out.
This is a Stockton radio station. Make sure you just check me out at Superfish Poking. I'll enlighten you with whatever. I'll tell you all about everything.
That's what's up.
Nice. I was seeing if we were going to read the horoscopes or we going to just leave the show unknowing.
Okay, let's go ahead real quick with some
What
horoscopes.
are you, by the way?
I'm a Scorpio.
I was going to say 2 months ago, so I was going to say you're a Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Right?
We got Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius in the house. It's almost Aquarius season.
I don't know what Scorpios. I don't know what Scorpios mean.
We out here.
They say that Scorpios are, you know, ladies' men. So like,
are they?
Is that right? I heard they were just really aggressively.
They're very
sexual.
Well, they always say that about them as well, but they're very truthful.
I didn't hear that they were necessarily good. I just heard they were aggressive, like, you know, the type who just kind of
very aggressive with my words.
Very aggressive. Very aggressive. There's no statement about good.
I'm very aggressive with my food too.
Aggressive.
Okay, so let's go with the Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio says you can do almost anything right now as long as you can maintain focus. That includes financial issues and career plans, and it's time for you to get real, breaking down your big schemes into small, reasonable steps. Not only should your goals become more achievable once you compartmentalize them, you should also be much more motivated to actually get going.
Oh, look at that.
I feel like this whole time I was like just talking about horoscopes.
Well, that's why I asked for her to read it. I was like, we should have started with this. Say this 45 minutes.
Nice.
That would have thrown me all off. I would have been like, I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute. Yes.
The universe got you.
I'm Leo and then Aquarius. So Leo, that would be me. So Team Leo, here we go. You need to start thinking about long-term financial issues that have been in the back of your mind for a really long time. Whether you're thinking about investments, real estate, or maybe trading in certain job benefits for an improvement in your quality of life, now is certainly the time to lay the foundation for your future. Your leadership is even more heightened than usual. So once you decide, others fall in line. So true. Oh my gosh. That speaks to me. Okay, so Aquarius, lift up the carpet in your mental...
Okay. Aquarius, go.
Lift up the carpet in your mental living room and take a good look. It's likely that someone's been trying to sweep a lot out of sight. You've got great insight into matters that go deeper than you may have expected. Use those amazing powers of perception and get a little clarity on issues that have been bugging you or seemed unclear before, then decide on your next move.
Okay, sweet. I'm ready for it. You know, it's all about scheming. Everything's scheming. You know? My life is just a big scheme. Like, you know what I'm saying? These things just drop into place when they're ready. What's called, real quick, for the viewers, we have a Capricorn viewing in on my live. Robert, Aphex. Could we read that?
They want to read Capricorn?
Yeah, before we get up out of here.
All right, Capricorns, we got you really quickly.
He said they are leaders.
Oh, okay. Capricorn says, as usual, you're seeking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Keep in mind, though, that truth can be subjective and might depend on who's talking. Focus on digging up all the facts, and nothing but the facts. Once you can see everything that you know is for real, you're able to figure out what everyone else has been right or wrong, and you can see what they've been right or wrong about lately.
Sweet. So you hear that, Aphex? Focus on finding the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and you'll be good, brother. All right, Pisces. Oh, we have one more. Pisces. Let's get out. I'm doing this because she came to the mic last night, so she deserves her horoscope read.
Who is it? Who are we reading for?
Chazir.
You gotta turn your head more sideways.
Oh, yeah, it's Chazir Day. Oh, that's a good last name. My friend had that last name, Day.
Pisces?
Yes,
right.
Pisces. Oh, this is Pisces season.
We're moving into it.
Oh, we're moving into it. Okay, let's get it.
Not quite yet. Okay,
We're
so
gonna do that and get
Pisces, you may normally check in with your you may normally check in with your feelings.
See, Jazz.
See, okay, I always catch typos, man. I have an editor's eye, so when I see typos, and I always seem to catch them, which drives me crazy. Okay, you may normally check in with your feelings.
Before?
Right.
Did they have a
so you may normally check in with they have a typo. So check in what your feelings are before making decisions. So I would say check what they are before you make decisions. But now is a good time to go. Now is a good time to go with your intuition rather than sitting there in a state of indecision. Face it, feelings are mutable, and an emotion that seems permanent one minute could be a distant memory the next. Instead of focusing on what could be, figure out what really is, and then make your move with haste. So hurry up and make that move once you figure out what that is.
Hurry up and make
before you become indecisive again. All right, y'all. We got Drex Lee in the house, Superfish, Poke, and T-Bar. So go check that out. I went there yesterday for lunch because I wanted to see what it was about because I didn't get there at night, and I don't really get to get there at night because I work at night. But it is awesome. And if you guys never had it, I suggest you try it. Try something once to brighten up your life. All right. Peace.
Yeah, I agree with that. Peace out, y'all. Don't forget about Laughs on the App coming out tonight. Starts at 9. Hit your boy up.
Broadcasting from Stone Tube Studios is the voice of Stockton.
I put a lot of time in this, I'm finally riding my way. Wake up bigger than my grind mode. Bake up and fly in the space zone. Grinding so hard that I don't ever sleep. Got my eyes closed as I'm running this heat. This is me. Living my dream, doing it all with my team. Don't nobody care if my virtues exist. If I ever go all out, I don't need your assist. Got a vision on my mind, man, my life is a trip. I've been grinding too long, man, my life's a I've been grinding, hustling. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect timing. Oh my God. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been grinding, hustling. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect timing. Oh my God. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm on my grind all of the time. Red 209, you know that I shine. I'm on my grind all of the time. Red 209, you know that I shine. I got work, I got you got nothing, you won't snooze. I got work, I got hustle hard, I don't lose. Spit these bars, I'ma go hard. Young star, I'ma go far. Yeah, call me crazy if you really want to. I'ma do just what the fuck I want to. I just landed.